Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back to video number 2 of day 187, Dave's Daily Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me, I'm Dave. I've tried to record and I'm always a one-take video. It's always one take, but today I was starting to do videos and I just could not land myself on a topic, I started on one, I was all over the place. Didn't feel like the quality of the videos were very good. So I stopped and deleted 2 of them. I probably should have kept them and just tried to edit out, like started editing phase. Did not. Went to throw a CD on just to throw some music on the new. Shout out to Tom McDonald, Nova Rockefeller, yep, and Brandon Hart. I had to make sure I said Nova's last name right. Would turn that on, and as soon as the intro thing came out, it's like, yeah, let's do a quick video. Let's put something together here. So, doing this little video, I just want to put out there for anybody who watches these videos, I just want to thank the people who watch the videos, the people who reach out, the ones who, send a message to me and say, how they feel or what they're thankful for on these videos. It means a ton, and it's a very big thing on, as we go through our daily lives. It's so easy to get busier and overwhelmed by things. It's so easy to have a string of, unfortunate events happen to where we get down on ourselves. And then we start, slumping, and we start, getting frustrated, and we, start making more mistakes, and we just don't feel like we're worth it. We don't feel like, we feel like almost like an insecurity, or we feel that we're not good enough in some sort of way. And I bring these videos to you to help give hope, to help give, show my passion for humanity and for people on a daily basis. I bring these videos to help give motivation and inspiration to say that you can do it, that you can be anything that you want, that you can accomplish anything that you want if you put your mind to it, that you can manifest it. If you believe in it, you can hold it in your hand. And for me, from the bottom of my heart, there are so many of you that I'm thankful for that watch these videos, that subscribe to the YouTube. And I don't expect likes, I don't expect fame or any of that, but just to show gratitude and thanks to the people who do watch my videos, the ones that do, share and like, the ones that join the Facebook group, they follow the Instagram, they subscribe to the YouTube, like they invest their person, they invest their subscription, they invest even a few minutes of their time, even if it's not the entire video, they invest a few minutes of their time to turn on one of my videos, to like or read one of my logos that I make up, the things that I put my time, energy, and passion into, the things that I love to do that I put out, not just as a therapy for me and help improve me and be better every day, a reminder for myself to try to be better than I am each and every single day, but also an extension of myself into a video that anybody out there can watch, and that they can believe in themselves and that they can be more. So to hear, to see, to witness anybody else who reaches out to me and says like, hey, you're doing great, like keep going, or they give advice like, hey, if you do this with your video, I've had people tell me like, putting some titles out there, just some different tips that I've gotten from people that are near and dear to me, and even complete strangers like that just reach out and just say, hey, like I love what you're doing with your videos. Just that little thing sparks. It just sparks so much passion and energy back to see that somebody like reaches out and says something. They're kind of giving back, and they're telling like, it's such a resurgence to say, hey, like what I'm doing here makes a difference. And the thought that I couldn't think of as I'm going through this video, just kind of winging it, the thought that I had earlier that I didn't write down, it came back to me. So the thought to me is that I had was never give up. Never give up. We go through things and we do things every single day. Some of us invest a little bit of time into it. Some of us invest a lot of time into it. And some of us sit there and we think to ourselves like, okay, is this really making a difference? Does this really matter? Am I doing anything right now with this? It's a real thought. I mean, we go through it every day. There's some of us that are trying to start something. There's some of us that, we feel locked up and secure in our situations. And we get comfortable and we don't put in our our all and we give up on things because we're thinking like, okay, what am I doing here? Am I making a difference? I can't tell you how many times I thought of this in the first 60 days. There's 64 or 65 days that I consecutively put out videos. Somewhere in that I started doing the YouTube grind where I started putting them on YouTube facilitating. But like in the first like 50 or so videos, or it was somewhere between 40 and 65, somewhere in there is when I started doing the YouTube, where I recorded on YouTube and then I would share to Facebook or Twitter, and then I would just upload onto Instagram. Somewhere in there I started doing it. But during that first stretch, I was doing a video or 2 videos or 3 videos every single day consistently for that first 40 to 60 days. I didn't miss a day, but often I thought to myself, why am I doing this? What is this ever going to make a difference? Do I look silly? Am I making a fool of myself sitting here on camera, having a conversation with myself to you guys? I think about it often. I'm an overthinker. I'm a person who, I wonder. And then I started thinking to myself, I don't really care. I don't. I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this for anybody else out there who needs it, who had a rough day or a rough week, and they're just, they're just struggling. They don't know what to do. They come across one of these videos and they fall down a rabbit hole and they find some content that sparks or that just saves them, something of that nature. It gives them hope, inspiration, motivation, any of those things. So I ask myself all the time, like, and I've done it, like there's days in a week where I'll miss videos for an entire week or multiple days because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what am I doing? You start second guessing yourself. And it's that second guessing that allows us to fall and allows us to fail. And it's one of those things that you have to push past fear. You have to push past that question of yourself. If you believe in something, if you love doing it, you keep doing it. You keep putting in the time. And that's for me. I want to make a difference with these videos. Are they? I'm sure they are. I don't hear it often, but when I do hear it, it feels really, really good and it's nice. I don't need that. I self-propel, and I know that this is something huge for me. It makes a difference to me on a daily basis. So if it makes a difference to me, there's got to be other people out there that come across these videos that watch them, especially when they're having a rough time, and they, some of this content is relatable and it sits with them. And that's what I try to do. I try to be relatable. I try to be compassionate and empathetic and sympathetic to try to make some sort of a positive difference in as many lives as possible. So instead of just me having a conversation with somebody, for me to be able to record a piece of content and to upload it on multiple platforms to give somebody the chance to potentially come across it eventually, hopefully will make a difference. So something that I believe in myself, I'm going to continue manifesting and putting it out there and allowing it to continue to grow, and it's going to find its market. It's going to, it's going to grow in itself and do its thing. So from me to you, any of you out there who feel like you're at your wit's end, you feel like you want to give up, you feel like you're not worth it, you feel like you're not doing enough, realize that you are putting in effort. Realize that you do matter. Realize that you're giving what you can give. If you think you could give more, then give more. But don't give up. Do not give up. Don't quit. Keep doing it. Even if somebody laughs or tries to make a negative comment, that person's jealous. That person might be going through a rough time and they just want to, it's a bully mechanism, a psychological mechanism. A bully will bully somebody or make fun of somebody on something they're insecure about. Somebody will talk down and have something to say about what you're doing because they're jealous or they're sad or bothered that they didn't think of that or they didn't start doing it first. That they don't have the courage, they don't have the heart, they don't have the drive to do what you're doing. So anybody who says anything negative, use that negative comment to push you from behind to say, hey, you know what? I don't care. That, I'm sorry that person's going through something. I'm sorry that person's struggling. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep doing what I want to do to make a difference because I believe in myself. I have a goal. I want to succeed. So you do that. And hopefully they find some belief and they find some passion within what you're doing because they are invested. They are watching. They want to see you fail. When they realize you're not, they're going to find a sense of belief and they're going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should be doing something similar. Maybe I can do what I am afraid to do. You can kill people with kindness. You can kill people with just doing your thing. Don't give attention and gratification to the good things people say, and don't overthink, overanalyze, and put weight into the negative things people are going to say. If you just focus on what you know you need to do and what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, it as leaps and bounds and strides to say, hey, I can do this. All I have is me. All I have is what I have going on. And it doesn't matter if somebody has a positive thing or a negative thing. I'm not going to allow it to sway me or push me or anything. It's nice to say, hey, you know what, that feels good to hear that positive remark. But once you start relying on the positive remarks, you start allowing the negative ones to make an impact on you. And then you start slacking off. You start falling off. You give up. So find what you love. Don't give up on what you're doing, and make sure that you realize that the passion is something you are doing for you. And that means that nobody else can take it away from you. Nobody else can positively say anything that's going to say, hey, you know what, I need this to push me. And nobody's going to say anything negative that's going to stop you from doing it. You're doing it because you love it. You're doing it because you want to do it, not for anybody else, not for fame, not for money, not for likes, not for shares, any of that. You're doing it because you love it and you want to make a difference. You want to succeed at what you're doing. There is a driven reason inside of you that you want to do it for you, for yourself. That's what I want to do with my videos. That's what the difference I want to make. And I continue doing it, whether people make positive remarks, negative remarks. Believe me, you're going to have both no matter what. But if you don't allow it to change your energy, if you don't allow it to change why you're doing something, if you don't allow it to push you or force you and stop you, you'll be in a great spot. So, just like today, I wasn't sure I wanted to do a video this morning. I did it. I wasn't sure if I was going to upload it. You know, there's a lot of days where I think about it, where I'm not sure, like, what am I doing? Is this making a difference, or am I just making a fool of myself? But then I think about it, you know what? You love it. You started doing this for a reason. And I turn the camera on, and I record it, and I put a title on it, and I upload it. So from me to you, anybody out there who's struggling, anybody out there who wants to give up, anybody out there who doesn't feel like they're making a difference, you are, you matter. And everything you're doing makes a difference. Everything that you do, somebody notices. Anything any of us do can have an impact or it can make a difference to somebody in a positive or negative way. So we think about what we're doing and try to make sure that we're doing the best we can to feel satisfied, to feed our soul, to grow our soul, and to give our all to everything you want to give. Okay? With that being said, I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to another day, another video number 2 of day 187 of Dave's Daily Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me. I'm Dave. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and thank you for, reaching out, and thank you for allowing me to bring you guys content to try to make a difference and to help continue to grow myself each and every single day. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. And all I'm trying to do is be a better me every single day to make a difference in a positive way. As I always say, one step, one rep. One step is one step forward. You're moving forward. One rep is one step further than you were before you did that rep. Hashtag one step, hashtag one rep. Thank you guys. Let's have a good night. Have a good rest of your Monday. I'm going to figure out dinner. I'm going to walk my dogs and get ready to do it all again tomorrow.